Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 7 of my FOP campaign. I'm just going to say FOP for short. FOP campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 Moereich. So we got a lot done in terms of rebuilding the country in the last episode, which I hope you guys didn't find boring. I find it really interesting, personally. I like it. I think it's well written and it's interesting. So in this episode, we're gonna be, I think, finally done. Yeah, we're gonna find... Oh, nice! This is actually gonna completely get rid of the illegitimate republic. And by finishing rebuilding the industrial centers, we're gonna get a research slot. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so that is freaking amazing. Yes, very, very, very good. So we're gonna get a research slot before we even get down here, I think, if my math is correct. Then... And we've got some extra civilian factories. I think we can go ahead and afford to trade for a bit of steel, just so we can actually start cranking out some more stuff. I want to start making a surplus, essentially, of equipment. All right, restructuring of the Asociación del Fútbol Argentino, the fusion of the Asociación Argentina del Fútbol, or AAFAP, and the Liga Argentina de Fútbol into the Asociación del Fútbol Argentino back in 1934 was believed to usher in a new era for the sport in Argentina. However, the political climate and the war changed for the prospect of the new AFA, as it has now been forced to reshuffle its staff due to the regime changes, as many of its wealthy investors have either lost their wealth due to wealth redistribution measures or fled the nation outright. However, the government stepped in to help the association along with many other sports associations in order to help transitioning them into the new system, and with the government intervention, changes to the AFA's competitive rules have been revised. They've changed the rules? Anyway, one example of this regards to the teams from the interior, where they've been excluded from the capital and its surrounding areas. Starting from this year's tournament onwards, teams from the interior, like Rosario's Newell's Old Boys and Rosario Central, which are now formal members of the professional division, will be encouraged to join the league in order to foster a more equal representation throughout the nation, as opposed to focusing the sport on the capital and the surrounding area. So it means that, like, rural teams will play the city teams. Okay. I thought it meant, are they gonna change the rules of football? Like, is the pitch gonna be a different size or something? Or what? They're gonna have a 2-point goal line. It's like a third of the way up the field. If you kick from back there, you get 2 goals. It counts for 2. Can you imagine? Then it would turn into like how the NBA is these days, where it's just chuck ball. Looks great. Okay, so Russia has taken Turkestan. I'm wondering if I really want to get these guys trained up. I was gonna say, I wonder if I should get them moving here. Oh, dang it! Hold on a sec. There's gotta be a cut. I left my tea in the other room. I'm back and I got my tea. All right. So, yeah, let's keep going here. 69 days to go there. Rebuilding the industrial centers is going to take 50 days. So kind of like early mid-December that'll be done. Now, how many slots are we going to have in Buenos Aires? We'll have 13. So we can build 6 more factories or something there. That'll be nice. What is this? Alfonsina Storni found dead. And yet another unfortunate blow for the Sade. The modernist poet Alfonsina Storni has been found dead today. An investigation was opened on the cause, but it was quickly concluded as a suicide, given statements given by her acquaintances, as well as evidence found on her residence in the area where she reportedly threw herself off a breakwater into the sea in the town of Mar del Plata. Her body, found washed up on a beach by 2 workers, is now on its way to Buenos Aires, where funeral preparations are being prepared by the Sade as the national newspapers write about the tragic death of the great American poet. With her associations to the socialists, Manuel Baldomero Ugarte were well known, and she was still considered an outsider of the revolutionary movement. Nevertheless, Ugarte has come out writing strongly about her in La Vanguardia, and rumors abound that he has even sent parting gifts for her funeral, further reinforcing the idea that both writers had been close. It's best to leave the public to mourn for now. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now we're just kind of waiting for time to pass. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were paused. Sorry. Gosh, I'm just so busy right now that I'm actually talking with a developer in the other monitor right now at the same time. We're just kind of reviewing some things. One of the major threats our nation now faces is that of foreign subversion. We must create an agency. We'll create the Comité para la Seguridad del Estado. Let's see here. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll try not to get distracted by it again. It's just juggling. Got a lot of balls in the air, so to speak, right now. April is going to be a wild one for the channel. Great. All right, here we go. Okay. Computing machine is done. And now, what do we want to do here? Is it industry time? We don't have an ahead of time penalty. Oh, actually, no, we still have a slight ahead of time penalty on this stuff. 75 days, that's really awesome. So we might get this filled up, and then we can take the advanced machine tools very quickly. Because we got to get that production cap up. We're a bit behind on it. We're still just getting 0.65 political power a day. Stability's not giving us much of a bonus. Or you know what we could do is we could just like wait until the ahead of time thing is gone next year, 39. Yeah, let's come over here. The Barzinji insurrection. So basically the Middle East is going to start blowing up now. Oh, wait. They're gone. What happened? Did you guys see that? There was Kurdistan for like 2 seconds and then it disappeared. Come on, train faster. We might still be able to make a difference in Spain. Although Carlos Spain is running wild. On the other hand, the CNTFAI has got a hold of Madrid. Could go either way. Yeah, there goes Kurdistan. Yep. Easy come, easy go. Alright, and finally, we can do education reform. The last education reform in Argentina was undergone ages ago, and with reactionary lies still littering the books of today's youth, we'll need to heavily revise the current curriculum. This could, if done properly, also ensure future generations don't see our regime with hostility, as many of their parents currently do. Okay. 16 more days here. We need 80 to finish the Patagonian resource exploitation. That's going to give me steel and oil. Both of those are pretty good to have. We need a little bit of aluminum. Yeah, we're getting more factories available as well. A lot of good stuff happening. Recruit a new head of intelligence. Not a priority. Really, really not a priority. Okay, and yeah, we got our third research slot. Very pleased. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's use that research bonus here. And I'm actually a little tempted to use the ahead of time research bonus on like this, you know, on 1941 technology, so we could boost it even further. The industry, and then that way we're not really using it on the lower levels. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So let's try to let this fill up, and then I'll do that. Peace conference is over. Like, I'll just select it so the 100% ahead of time penalty gets assigned, or 100% research speed time is going to get applied here, and then we'll switch the technology back over here. It's just going to save us time in the long term. Okay, let's start getting some infrastructure up and running over there. Unfortunately, we are slightly short on the political power front, so I can't quite take the next thing yet. Let's just wait a day or two. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. We're getting this 1.48 while we're doing education reform. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, it's amazing what happens once you're seen as the legitimate republic. So everything is stacking up beautifully. I just noticed that we hit 100% stability after all. So we really didn't have to, we probably really didn't have to spend that 100 political power elsewhere, especially because we're going to get a stability boost here and over here. So really, it's going to be war support that we need to fix up eventually. Awesome. So what I think we're going to do is, once we're done... yeah, a lot of things are kicking off now. We're in 39, baby. Yeah, South Africa's getting a little wild. Another dead person. The Partido Popular Democrático's founder, Lisandro de la Torre, has been found today in his apartment in Buenos Aires. The progressive politician, having largely taken a harsher stance towards conservatives after the assassination of Enzo Bordaberry, stepped down from public life after the Liga Patriótica's coup in hope of avoiding a political retaliation. However, it seems his own personal life was what got him to him in the end, as a quick investigation has labeled his death as a suicide, with him even sending farewell letters to his close friends before shooting himself. Leaving behind a controversial legacy standing in the middle ground between revolutionaries and conservatives, the public still holds him in high esteem, as many have attended his funeral, possibly thanks to his investigation of German intervention in the meat market in 1933. Get in paz. Descanse. I think I go a little too Spanish on my accent sometimes. So. Okay. Take it I wasn't paying attention, and now this is gonna take longer. Let's appoint some revolutionary bureaucrats. I really should have done this earlier. I screwed that up big time. So yeah, we still have administrative chaos, which is hurting our stability, recruitable population factor, war support, etc., etc. Let's hire ourselves somebody here. Who we got? Let's do Claudio. Let's get Claudio building some intel. I guess in Brazil, naturally. So we're about 6 months from the war in Europe kicking off, roughly. Well, you know, September 1st is when it's going to happen, most likely. Are these guys trained up? Yes. Finally, we can start sending some volunteers. Okay, awesome. There we go. And, God, CSA is getting wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Yeah, look at the Pacific States. They're running wild. I'll tell you, the more and more they nerf the CSA, the Pacific States just get stronger all the time, especially since they don't have the manpower problems they used to. If you guys want to go look at my Pacific States of America campaign that I did back in, you know, when they first redid the Civil War, did that major overhaul, I think I nearly lost the war, even though I was, like, in Pennsylvania, because I was just out of manpower. Chairman Alfredo Palacios bans whaling. Whaling in Argentina has slowly begun to decline with the export of meat as a better alternative to whale meat. But this, however, didn't fully stop whaling activities in the Argentinian Sea. Foreign ships, particularly Norwegian and Scottish ones, it's always the Norwegians, have continued to hunt whales, given the limited numbers and slow reproductive rates of whales, and aiming to protect the southern right whale as their breeding grounds. It's probably supposed to say white whale, are huge sources of tourism. The Argentinian government had labeled whales as protected species, yet due to the political instability, it failed to enforce its protections, and foreign ships wound up taking advantage of the situation. However, now that the ineffective reactionaries of old are gone, it is in our best interest to keep foreign explorers away from our nation. As such, Chairman Alfredo Palacios has proposed a bill in which whaling will now be banned in the Argentine Sea, and any ships caught in the act shall be prosecuted. While some conservatives have labeled the measure as extreme, as it now bans all whaling in the region, as opposed to just over the protected southern right whale. It's probably supposed to say white whale. The overall public has received the ban positively. This is believed to be due to how the yearly migration of whales attracts thousands of internal tourists, making it one of the many well-regarded national attractions. Interesting. Do you guys remember those magazines, Zoo Animals? Do they still make those? I remember reading those in the library when I was younger. I was just thinking of that. That's why I determined that... this was kind of a funny thing that happened with some friends recently. We were playing this card game, which was kind of nice because, and the fact that just we were kind of able to get together to play cards because, you know, we're all vaccinated. But anyway, we were playing this card game that had it was called something unicorn, but it sounds weird. It sounds like a weird game, but you have these unicorns. You have to collect the unicorns to win. But there's also narwhals in the game, and the narwhals count as unicorns. And you start with a unicorn. And I was flipping through the deck, and I saw the narwhal, and I said, "Oh, I'm taking the narwhal. That's my favorite. That's my favorite aquatic animal." And a couple of my friends started laughing really hard, which I guess is because it is a funny sentence. It's just like, "Wow, I guess we never thought about Conquering History Game's favorite aquatic animal." But I just remember reading zoo animals and stuff, and like I read about narwhals, and narwhals are awesome. They're the best. Killer whales are a close second, maybe. You know, the orcas, they're pretty cool, but at least amongst aquatic mammals, 100% for sure, it's the narwhal. Narwhals are fucking badass. Anyway, Immigration Report 1939. With rising tensions in Europe, many socialists seeing our nation as the perfect place to continue the revolution, large swathes of immigrants have decided to cross the pond and live free under socialism. Welcome to Argentina. Oh, nice. So this is like how Ireland can trigger an immigration thing. And it starts to add up. Then again, actually, I haven't played Ireland since they redid the tree. Because the tree used to be very, very different. So I don't know if they still have that. Oh, yeah, immigration reform. Yeah, I mean, it's probably this. But, yeah, it used to be like, in Ireland games, at least me, I don't know what the meta was. I'm not a meta player, you guys know that. But you wanted to take that immigration thing ASAP in 1936... because as more and more wars broke out all over the world, the immigration boosts you would get started to get crazy. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take dispersed industry. So there, we've now applied the freaking 100% research bonus, and now we'll come back here and work on the other stuff. And you see, and then we also go there. You guys thought I forgot about production efficiency cap, didn't you? Wrong! Actually, I should have still done that first. It would have been like 30 days earlier. Okay. I wonder if I want to, because I'm starting to have more factories. Let's form a department so we can start doing some decryption in Brazil. Okay, our volunteers have made it to the respective areas. Awesome. Here is Liboro Justo, who is the one who, this is the son of the other Justo. Now, I think we have to prioritize pushing into, Carlos, Spain, if we can. We'll take Aguirre out here, cause of the freaking mountainous areas there. And out here, I think an urban assault specialist, yeah, with Umberto. So I guess let's read about this general. Ah, we lost Detroit. Canada hasn't even intervened yet. They probably will. Okay. Hold on. That's not what. Here we go. Umberto Lenciotti. At the age of 19, Umberto immigrated from Italy to France and then to the United States in order to find work. While in the United States, he went to a long and prolific career of hopping from one job to the next, accumulating experience in coal mines, refineries, automobile factories, and banks. With the outbreak of the Weltkrieg, he ran into issues with the law and went into hiding, finding his way to Detroit, which is where we're going back, baby. That's blessed right there, where he became an active participant in the anarchist scene of the city. In June of 1920, he served as a waiter aboard the cruise ship Andrea Costa, where he secretly returned to Genoa, working alongside the new Socialist Republic to repair the railroads before leaving for England surreptitiously 7 months later. In March of 1929, he then traveled to Buenos Aires and then crossed the Rio Negro to link up with the anarchist forces there, meeting Severino de Giovanni. His ability to clandestinely move about and terrorize the forces of the reactionary North, along with his fierce loyalty and determination, quickly prompted him to rise up the ranks. All right, so we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him back to Detroit, baby. All right, so we gotta do a little bit back and forth here. 72 days. Let's try to keep 40 political power in the bank at all times, so then we can take this ASAP. Although if we could do the 80, we're getting one a day. Actually, I think we're gonna be able to do the Patagonian resource exploitation. Yeah. And education reform is finally done. We've got 4 research slots. We're starting to look like a big boy around here. Okay. How about we improve artillery, maybe? We are using it. No, better weapons. Okay, so we're done there. We could keep going down here and grabbing some other stuff. I think we still have the issue where we need to core the north, because that's going to take a lot of political power. So because of that, I am still thinking about restoring the suspended constitution. Let's see, this is going to take 1, 2, 3. It's going to take us like 5 months-ish to restore the constitution if we want to. Alternatively, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take like 4.5 months to get that 5th research slot. And I think that research slot is ultimately going to be a bit better for us. Because coring's not a priority. We already have plenty of manpower. Got 38 division limit. Let's try to hit that limit, actually. So we got 4 divisions here. We could do like 16 down here. Oh, that's as much as we're allowed. That puts us short on infantry equipment. Okay, for right now, let's have this be my elite units. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're not even attacking. We're losing up here. That's not good. Alright, how's it going over here? That's what I like to see. We're actually going to keep this kind of cyan color. I usually don't like that. But I think it'll be good for helping us stick out. Yeah, I think the main thing is we just got to try to help push here and there. Also, if we increase the amount of divisions, maybe if we're lucky, we'll be allowed to send a second one as a volunteer unit to each of these countries. That's good. Oh, what other wars are going on? We might actually want to help other people. The Baratia commune has started its war. Oh, it looks like they did the uprising thing. How many volunteers can they take? 4, or wait, what? Not 4. 1. Yeah. That's fine. That works out just fine for me. So we got 55 days. We're getting over a point a day. Yeah, we could definitely do this. Oh, but that's also going to slightly hurt my daily political power gain. But still, we got more than enough right now. Everything's great. We're gonna be ready to rebuild the administrative structure. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Awesome. Ah, we got cut off over here. No. Attack south and try to link back up here. Oh, I think we're screwed. No, yeah, we're just straight up. Are we surrounded? Oh no, there's a tile here that we have access to it. But looking real bad. Looking very, very bad for the CSA at the moment. Alright, we're done forming a department. The commune's now on the back foot because it's just got attacked by the Princely Federation, so that ain't good. Okay. So let's start doing some cryptology here. 960 days. Well, I guess that's just the way it goes, isn't it? I don't know. There's a few things here, some of which are better than others. We're not going to go too hard in on the agency. Let's just get a couple of things here and there. I think some resistance stuff will be good to have as well. Are we dealing with any internal resistance anymore? Nope, it's all gone. That's good. I still think we have to manually core everything, though. Pretty sure that's how that works. Why are we getting the red bubbles? How are we losing? Force attack, damn it. Look at it. Their organization is so low. Why can't we break through? Come on, come on. Come on, come on. The Australasia First Movement. Surprising news. They've gained control of the parliament. Australasia First is an anti-British party. Under Percy Stephenson. Huh, okay. Is it? Oh gosh, it was so long since I did my guide. Is this where they're going to break off and do their own thing? Yeah, victory for the Guard. Or no. It's not victory for the Guard. They've done AFM. So yeah, they could either break off or they could try to join Japan. Which, I don't know if they could actually formally join the faction, but that would get pretty interesting. Wow, Ottomans are having a bad time. Looks like it's because the Greek monarchy got involved. Goodness, got a little distracted by the talent. All right, our Badatia Badatia volunteers are ready to go. So let's get them ready. Hold on, you need a general as well. We've got new generals and our leaders are new. Okay. Well, we've got 28 in total out there, and then we have another 4 that puts us at 32, and then this brings us to 38. Okay, yeah, I am doing the math right, I think. Pretty sure. How's it going up here? Bad. Very bad. Come on, we gotta get back to Detroit. Detroit Rock City. Okay, so I think we're wanting to, yeah, keep coming down here. So we've got some more military factories. Time for some land doctrine research bonuses. We'll start putting more of this stuff into the factories. That's good. Production, construction, trade. How's the trade going? Do we need as much steel as we had before? No, we're okay. 22 more days here. French Republic just declared war on Chad. Looks like they weren't able to deal with some internal issues. How are my Spanish volunteers doing? Doing good. I think we might be able to get a tiny little encirclement here of these two. At least help do that, and then take Bilbao. The fall of Rome. Is that Saber? Or not Saber. That's no, this one's got a bit of a bigger bust. This is Nero, isn't it? Yeah, it's Nero here. Is Fernando III from Fate? I'm not entirely sure. How will the papal state recover from this? Especially financially. Well, good for you, Aleste. You know, we probably should send them volunteers also. Yeah. Every bit counts. Here we go. Yeah, that Italian war can be difficult. Game's gonna start slowing down a little bit because, you know, we gotta... Ah! They're gonna take Chicago! Stop it! Here we go. Could we attack this way? That's better. That's what I like to see. Freaking Gary, Indiana. Okay. This is not going good. We're getting pushed back. We're not even attacking. Come on, can we get into Bilbao? The Spain war is going very well. Or reasonably well. Okay, let's use that Grand Assault. Yeah, we're going to be able to get quite deep into our land doctrine tree at this rate. I need to remember, though, the electronics. So, no, this is going to work out nicely. So we're going to get the 2 for those 2. Yeah, perfect. Our Italian volunteers are here. Let's see. Okay. Time to rebuild the administrative structures, and then the chaos will be gone entirely. And then we're going to be getting like almost 2 points a day, all things considered. It's going to be freaking awesome. Can't wait. Okay, it looks like they were able to hold here. That's good. Can we possibly counterattack? Oh, good. The French have sent some tanks. That's nice. Yeah, the French are the ones who kind of have to do the heavy lifting. There's no getting around it. Some more French tank divisions over here as well. Yeah, they must be running out of them. I think they start with 6. I see Carlos Spain is moving south into the kingdom. We've got to capitulate them before they move south. Now, I don't think they've got some of these areas cored, do they? Yeah, they got claims, but they're not cores, so if we just take this northern area from them, then the kingdom will be bottled up in the south, and it'll be too easy to deal with. Alright, we're going to read this, and we'll call it a day. The Secretaría Ética Pública, Transparencia y Lucha contra la Corrupción is formed. Okay, we're going to need like an acronym for that. So this is public ethics, transparency, and fighting corruption. Like, I get lucha. Is it wrestling against corruption? I think in slang it might be wrestling, but I think lucha literally means something else. But it's not battle. Anyway, so having fought an uphill battle against corruption for months, we have unfortunately only forced a stalemate, with our investigations only managing to go so far before another case resurfaces in a different agency. Given the size of Argentina, we cannot afford to continue this wild goose chase, and as such, the President has opted to create a new agency to deal with corruption in every province. The Secretaría de Ética Pública, Transparencia y Lucha contra la Corrupción, it says right here, Public Ethics, Transparency, and Struggle Against Corruption, has been formed by the governing body in order to protect the rights of workers and investigate corruption on a nationwide level. While corruption may not fully go away until our cooperative-based system fully catches on in all of our nation, we now have proper tools to both investigate and carry these cases to court without direct government intervention. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, so social liberalism went up, as did radical socialism, and we're going to get more stability, not that we need any more of it, and other things, so it's good, it's good. You know, and we got a little political power as well, which is nice. So we got the Military Revolutionary College that's been set up. Time to militarize the electronics industry, I suppose. Gashira. Chad got annexed. Yeah, that's how that goes. I really, really, really want to do a French Republic campaign before the end of the year, because I really enjoy the mechanics they have in terms of, you know, like how you got to fight resistance so much and stuff. I think it's really fun. But I don't know who I want to do it as. I don't want to do the Napoleon one. It's going to turn into a horrible grind, and I'm going to hate it. You know, good for people who want to do that. I totally understand. I'm just not mentally in that place. Do I need any more resource gain efficiency? I don't think so. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. But there's probably better things we could be doing with our time. By the way, I'm fully aware that I don't have engineers in my armies right now. I'm going to work on that eventually. Give me some time. Let's do... You know what? We got to boost the artillery because we have line, especially because we have line artillery. We gotta put them to work. You know, if it wasn't for the shortage of aluminum, I would say maybe we should start maybe making a little bit of an air force. How much do they have? You know what? I really wouldn't need much. Yeah, next couple factories, we'll try it. Yeah, we'd only need very few. Could also recruit a new head of intelligence. That's fun. This is the time to do it if I'm gonna. Yeah, because the agency upgrade time reduction, that's going to be good in the long term for my, you know, saving civilian factories for other things. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, but I said I was going to stop after I read that other event. So, yeah, that's it for today. In the next episode, we're going to be fighting the 4 separate wars. It looks like only the Spain one is going very good. Actually, the Italian one is going well. So that's good. But the CSA, I simply do not know how they're going to hang on. God, the Federalists are getting huge, but I really think the Pacific States have this one locked down. We'll kind of see. I'm just saying that if I'm the Pacific States, I'm not doing the ceasefire. On the other hand, as more people get eliminated, the more of them are able to concentrate on the Pacific States, so who knows. Anyway, Conquering History Games, and I'll see y'all next time.